The use of genomic analysis in tackling cancer known as liquid biopsy would cost about 300 billion shillings in 2003 when the economy was looking stressed. Making it available to patients is a dream by scientists here in Kenya right after they did their first sequencing in 2015. At least for now, it will be cheaper and fast enough for each one of us to access. What would you do if you lost this very important career? Losing IDs is a common occurrence in Kenya, and that provides opportunity for criminals to harvest data from unsuspecting citizens to use for emerging crimes. In this story, I'm going to investigate stolen identity. How does that happen in these millennial times? Well, here's the thing. Meet Leon Lidigu, who's been away for 2 years and discovered that someone else is him. Hi, Leon.
Hi.
What was your reaction like?
I was so surprised.
It begins with a tingle down your throat, and then it develops into a cough or a sneeze. And before you know it, you start feeling all feverish. Well, it's official. You have a virus. It's an irresistible treat whose season is coming to an end. Going by the unfavorable weather conditions, many farmers are stuck with tons of mangoes which cannot sell. And one lady is turning this around by helping farmers convert this into mango leather. This is what Professor of Horticulture Jane Ambuko says is a sense of motivation, demonstrating to farmers on how to adopt new technologies that are bio-friendly. Statistics by FAO say that out of 1.4 billion hectares of land, 28% of it is used in agriculture, out of which 40 to 50% of perishable goods end up being counted as losses, something which needs to be relooked at to safeguard the environment. Brenda Cheruiyot, K24, Nairobi. According to statistics, a great number of motorists have either lost their lives or caused serious injuries after being blinded by powerful headlights on oncoming vehicles. The dazzling effect is one of the major problems a driver faces in the night, which causes a blind spot in the retina of the eye. Even with the rise of modern lights such as the LED lights to see better or make the car more visible, critics argue that they still pose a risk in blinding other road users and thus are considered dangerous when it comes to road safety. Brenda Cheruiyot, K24, Nairobi. Good evening, and yes, let's not underestimate the short rains as it's bound to get heavy in some places. But before that, let's take a look at the effects of the ongoing rains. And so far, more than 20 people have died and over 3,500 livestock lost since the heavy rains kicked in. The clock ticked away to the 11 o'clock deadline, with no chances of the maverick lawyer being produced in court as earlier directed, prompting his legal team of more than 10 advocates to deliberate on how the court could compel the government to have the lawyer who was deported to Canada flown back to his country of birth. In what is seen as a cat-and-mouse game, all eyes are on the Inspector General of Police and the DCI as to whether they'll appear in court or not. Brenda Cheruiyot, K24, Milimani Law Courts. It's a milestone for the health sector as the Ministry of Health, together with the Council of Governors, exercise their commitment towards the achievement of the universal health care. This is by signing the Memorandum of Understanding of the Cuban doctors who are expected to be in the country as from 28th of this month. This comes after President Uhuru Kenyatta paid a visit to Cuba just to strengthen ties with their government. And out of that visit, he was able to procure about 100 doctors who are scheduled to be in the country and will be dispatched to various counties. Let us listen in to some of the earlier remarks. It's a virus that a majority along the streets have never encountered before. A prodigious coronavirus sweeping across various nations, threatening the Kenyan borders. And this set us on a fact-finding mission to know exactly what the coronavirus is. Here, fast things fast, as University of Nairobi's Professor of Virology and Immunology, Omu Anzala, educates us on the virus. The key word here is sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. And in case you get flu-like symptoms, visit the nearest health facility. Brenda Cheruiyot, K24 Evening Edition. We are now joined by Anne Wafula, a Paralympic champion who's defied all odds as a woman. Hi Wafula. Hi.
Hello.
How are you? How was it like growing up?
Growing up was really difficult. I faced so many challenges.
That was Anne Wafula right there via Skype. From a person living with disability to a Paralympic champion, she has been able to overcome various hurdles in life. She remains a heroine in the eyes of many.